I'm coming in loud and clear. Might hear me on the radio. Breaker, breaker, 19. Anybody got their ears on?
Hey guys, it's Eric, owner of Farpoint Farms here in the mountains of North Carolina. Tonight, another cool radio to check out. I picked this up at Hamfest. I don't even remember which one it's been. I've got so many radios that I haven't had a chance to really go through because I've been busy with other stuff in life. But this one, as there were like at the ham show I was at, there were like 5 of these. And I've never seen one before in my life, but apparently the area that I was in, you know, maybe that Kmart or Caldors or Ames or whatever it was that was around back in the late 70s, had this as their like go-to base model because it was so unusual to see so many Kraco. This is the 4045. There were several of them that were the 2345 and there were several that were the 4045. So I'm guessing this era, when we take it out, you'll see this one's new in the box. It's insane. This was just an era that was right at the crossover, 77, 78, 79, that era. But it's a base station. It's a base station, and this one being extremely clean. Out of all the ones I saw, this one was in the best shape. Out of all the ones I saw, this one also happened to be the cheapest. So I went ahead and picked it up. It's not something I'm going to keep forever. It's something I want to play with and then probably pass along to somebody else. But it's just a cool piece of history. And so what I'm going to do, I've had some folks that have talked to me about this in previous videos. They want to see like up close. So I'll take some pictures, and here's a picture of the box. And here's a picture of the bag that had the accessories in it, which is really cool that it came with the, you know, the 12-volt connector and the manual and all that. Here is a picture of the front. So there you go there, and you can see how just nice and pretty it is. So what I'm going to do now is I'll get the camera off or closer in, and we'll take a close look at all the things. We'll plug it in. It's a Sunday morning. The sun just came up. It's about 6:15, 7 o'clock is usually when people start waking up and turning on their radios. So I don't know if we'll hear any skip or any local chatter this morning, but we'll give it a shot. But let's go through it. All right, let's get it out of the box here. So first of all, this is just so cool. I mean, the original manual. Make sure the camera's getting all this. Yeah, we're getting this. Let's take the manual. 40 channel, solid state, 4-watt mobile base antenna. It's a transceiver. Kraco Enterprises, printed in Japan, so probably a Japanese made. Ah, man, that when they still had wiring diagrams. The warranty card is still in here. Here's our 1970 whatever year warranty, or I'm sorry, rules and regulations, part 95 rules and regs. Very cool. And then what do we have? Using your Citizens Band radio. Can the FCC inspect my station? When should I keep this permit? And here's our temporary permit. So this was back when licensure was still a thing. That's pretty awesome that this, I mean, they never even got it licensed. And it could be that by the time they got their hands on this radio, the rules had changed. But isn't that awesome? And then looks like we have, yeah, application for a Class C or D radio station. So I wonder if I were to turn this in, if they would send me a CB radio license. Isn't that awesome? Very cool. And let's see what else we got in here. We got a spare fuse in the bag. Yeah, here's my let me go closer there. There's our transmitting identification card. So that's a sticker. You would fill in your information, put that on the transceiver. And here's to operate off of 12 volts. It's never even been taken out of the box, it looks like. So let me put those back in the bag. This is just such a cool piece of history here. I'm sorry if I'm saying cool too often, but I'm just so interested in all this today. I've been saving this one for a while. So let me lift this thing out of here. And we'll set it aside. And pull out the microphone. And here it is. Oh, isn't it pretty? So there it is. That really nice chrome face. Now this is a 40 channel, but it's not LED. It's digital. I'm sorry, analog tuner. We're just going to click through the stations. Looks like we have a earphone out, Delta tune, squelch, volume, 4-pin mic, A&L and CB and PA mode. Looks like it has a nice meter here. I'm looking at this thing and I'm just thinking to myself, I do not believe this has ever even been plugged in. And I'll show you why here in a minute. But on the back, you know, information there, PA out, voltages, there's our fuse. It's just so clean, man. So clean. The only dirt it really has on it is just dirt from sitting. In all my years, I don't think I've ever seen a Kraco microphone. But here is one. It's an unusually shaped microphone with a relatively short cord. We'll go ahead and plug that in. Here, I'll lower this down a little bit so we can kind of see what's going on here straight ahead. There we go. Okay. And again, the reason that I feel like this was never used is this is like our accessory baggie. And there is our power cord to plug into a regular outlet. It's just, everything is just there. So let's go ahead and hook it up. Matter of fact, let me undo an antenna. We'll hook an antenna to it. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm get it unsnaked here. You know, it's funny, I installed 2 CB antennas when I did my tower, and I wish I had installed 3 or 4, because it always seems like you got something you want hooked up and just want to play with. Yeah. All right. Then we'll plug in our 120, and we're ready to plug it in and see if it fires up. I have not played with this at all, so for all I know, it just doesn't work at all. Let's hope that's not the case. Oh, she's lighting up. Take a look. All right, let me sit down here. I'm gonna get the camera even closer, and we'll roll through the dial and play with it some. All right, I've got it elevated a little bit now, and we're gonna go ahead and turn it back on. And right off the bat, the lights are all working. Not many lights there are. But let's flip it over to CB. And let's see if we got any noise. We sure do. And we do have a light that lights up here. If I read the manual, I would know that probably just means that it's on. Switch back to PA mode. The meter drops off. The light turns off. So that's just telling us that... Uh-oh. There we go. And then we have A&L. Does seem to reduce the noise a little bit. And we have our squelch control. And then we have delta tune, which is just a 3-way switch. So it's not variable, it's just a 3-way switch. I'll leave that in the center. But let's see if we can find anything. You can see the needle moving slightly, so you know that that there's something out there signal-wise, probably on sideband 31. Get a little closer there so we get the full picture. There's 38. Yeah, you can see the needle dancing around ever so slightly there as it picks up stuff from the noise floor. Kind of surprising that, you know, it's registering quite a bit of background noise. My other radios are not picking that up, so I don't know if that's just, you know, that she's old or what that is. It could be that it's more sensitive to modern interference than some of the more modern radios that I have here. Well, that's unfortunate. It looks like this is not actually a Kraco microphone. It looks like this is a JCPenney. Let me put my glasses on here and find out. Geneva? Whatever it is apparently not wired right, because when I key down, it's giving me one heck of a talkback, which I don't believe is normal. So I'm not going to do that very often, obviously, but That's interesting. It looks like it matches it. It is a 4-pin, but it must be wired differently. So unfortunately, I won't be able to try transmitting on it. But yeah, I guess that's unfortunately where I have to leave this. But it's such a great looking radio. And let me know in the comments if any of y'all have ever owned one of these, because I'm kind of curious. It's just kind of such a rare bird. I've never seen one in the wild, and then I go to this one hamfest, and suddenly there's like 4 of these babies, and this one here being in the box and in such great shape, Japanese-made 40-channel radio from the dawn of the era. I figured I had to have it, and man, just for putting it on the shelf with that chrome, and it's kind of a unique look to have, it might be worth hanging on to. But I'll probably send it on down to somebody who has some more nostalgic feelings for it than I do. Anyway, I guess that will do it for today. It's the Kraco model KB-4045 base station, and it's a beauty from the dawn of the era. Until next time, my friends, take care.